My kids are very hard to control in the car. They tease each other and even get rough with each other. When I'm driving, I really don't know how to stop them. I threaten all kinds of punishments, but they seem to prefer bothering each other, and they don't care what I say. The cure for this problem is something called the 2 times rule. And it takes a few episodes of applying the 2 times rule before your children's behavior will improve. It goes like this. Let's say you're driving the car on Monday. You know they're going to make a lot of noise and do their routine. So you're going to have in mind a consequence that you're going to mention to them. In step 1, you're driving along, you ask them, and when they're making their noise, you'll say to them, "Children, please quiet down." And they won't. And you'll drive along a little further, and then you'll say, "Children, I asked you to quiet down. If you don't quiet down, then such and such consequence," that's the one that you had made up already. If you were thinking something like they're going to lose their dessert, or they're going to lose their TV time, or they're going to lose their computer time, something like this, you'll say, "You're going to lose your computer time when you get home." You could say that to them. But they're not listening to you. They're too busy beating each other up or teasing each other, so they just carry on and do what they were doing. You don't say another word. You've used up your 2 times. And when you get home, you say to them, "Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't quiet down, and therefore you're not getting your computer time." Now, they're not going to be too happy about that, but you'll just ignore that, and that's the end of lesson 1. Lesson 2 happens when they get in the car the next time. The same thing happens. They start fighting and teasing and hitting, all the usual, and you'll say, "Children, please quiet down," which they won't. Okay. And so a few minutes later, you'll say it again, adding your warning. "I asked you to quiet down. If you don't quiet down, such and such will happen." You can mention the same consequence or a slightly different, variation, but, they're not going to quiet down probably. And again, you'll say nothing else, but when you get home, you'll say, "And now that consequence has to happen." If you're picking the right consequence, that is something that's sufficiently annoying, then they're going to learn that "Children, please quiet down" means they better quiet down, otherwise they have an unpleasant price to pay. And after 3 or 4 times of this, they will quiet down. If after 4 times they have not changed their tune, then you are not picking a consequence that is sufficiently annoying. So, think about it carefully. What are their favorite things? What could you take away only for a short period of time? We're talking about removing something just for 24 hours, something like that, to bother them. And, if your first consequence is not working, after 4 times, change to another consequence. But the 2 times rule does work. If it takes you 4 occasions to get these kids quiet for the next 10 years, that's worth it.